Hi, everyone.
It's working.
Thank you for joining us this evening for Culture Show 2019.
I'm Kavya, and this is Soham, and we are the presidents of South Asian Society. This is our board: Sanjana, Dvanal, Niti, Eleanor, Thimmel, Leo, Jason, and Harris. The students performing today have spent months preparing their dance, music, and all the pieces you'll be seeing today. There will be an intermission in the middle, along with dinner at the end of the program.
So without further ado, let's hand it off to Patrick McAtee and Kyle Brady, our hosts for this evening.
Live from the Great Hall, it's Campus Notice with your anchors, Pat McAtee and Kyle Brady.
Good evening, Cooper Union. I'm Pat McAtee.
And I'm Kyle Brady.
And this is
Campus Notice. There we go.
We're coming to you live this evening from the Great Hall, where it has been instilled in all of us that a long list of monumental events in history have taken place. We'd like to alert you all ahead of time that this evening's news broadcast of Campus Notice will not be making it on that list.
Due to our network's gross lack of funding, we will be sharing the airwaves tonight with a variety of cultural performances, encompassing song, dance, and other art forms. Our producers have also informed us that we will be playing the role of MC and introducing each of these acts, despite our flawless reputations and combined 2 days of experience in news broadcasting. We'll tell you now that our sources for whatever news you hear tonight are in no way credible.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy the show.
Nope.
And now there will be a juggling act.
There we go.
We're gonna read it.
We're gonna
We
read
wrote
the
it ahead
intro.
of time. We're gonna read it tonight.
Yeah.
Our first performance takes us into the wildly acrobatic world of juggling.
Please give it up for circus culture.
I hear your heartbeat to the beat of the drums. Oh, what a shame that you came here with someone. So while you're here in my arms, let's make the most of the night like we're gonna die young.
was something.
And we're back.
Welcome back. Trends show that those who bike to school are far less likely to piss you off when it comes to choosing a floor in the elevator.
Meanwhile, members of the Cooper community continue to complain about elevator riders who request to stop at their destination floor as opposed to transferring via floors 5 or 8. While Buildings and Grounds struggles to come up with a permanent solution, the administration has sanctioned the continued verbal abuse of such offenders.
An internal academic study at Cooper has shown that the number of filler words used by professors, such as like, and right, has surpassed the number of those used by students, begging the question, what the heck is anyone talking about?
When asked for a comment, humanities professor Atina Grossman stated, about 15 times in a row.
Amid pressing tensions amongst artists in the battle for studio space, an underground fight club was discovered where space is the wager. This shocking development confirms the notion that what happens in art school stays in art school.
We now welcome Professor Lepic to the stage for a piano performance. Word has it that he's giving extra credit to any of his students who attend his performance. For those of you here, only here to boost your heat and mass grades, we won't hold it against you if you leave immediately afterward.
Please give it up for Professor Lepic.
Is it on? Okay, great. So I just want to first thank all the students for having me play for you this evening. I've picked 2 works to play, both of which you've probably not heard before. The first one is a piece called Barcarolle, and what's unique about it is it's by the composer named Amy Beach, who most people probably aren't aware of, but was the most famous female composer at the turn of the century, from around 1860 to 1940. So that's the first piece I'll play, and then as a quick encore, I'm going to play a French-inspired piece, which is a little more, I guess, pianistic. But again, I want to thank you for having me play. It should run around 10 minutes, and I'll go from one piece right into the next. So thank you.
The next act is a performance of the Chinese legend Liang Zhu, which tells the story of Liang Shambo and Zhu Yingtai meeting and falling in love. Spoiler alert, Liang drops dead, but it all works out in the end when Zhu dies too and they are reincarnated as a pair of butterflies. You know, Kyle, I think that's the way that I want to go.
You and me both, buddy.
Give it up for Liang Zhu. to celebrate the arrival of our new Dean of Engineering, Barry L. Shoup, we at Campus Notice thought it be appropriate to provide you all with a brief description of his life. We took the liberty of having our unpaid intern prepare this biography. Here it goes. Barry L. Shoup became Dean of the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering in January 2019, after retiring as a Brigadier General from a 38-year career in the U.S. Army. For the last 25 years, he served in a number of key leadership roles at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. In the Army, Shoup first saw combat during the Pancho Villa expedition in the year 1916, taking part in America's first military action using motor vehicles.
You know, Pat.
Kyle, I think something's up here.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, pedal through.
Anyway, rising through the ranks, Shoup commanded the U.S. 7th Army in the Allied invasion of Sicily. There, he was embroiled in controversy after he slapped 2 shell-shocked soldiers and was temporarily removed from battlefield command. Following the invasion of Normandy in June 1944, Shoup was given command of the 3rd Army. There, he conducted a highly successful rapid armored drive across France, plunging deep into Nazi Germany by the end of the war. Severely injured in an auto accident, General George S. Patton died in Germany 12 days later.
We apologize for that
This is
mix-up.
absolutely not the right biography.
That intern will not be getting the full-time offer.
Anyway, our next act involves a Chinese yo-yo, although, Pat, I'm not sure why they call it that. It seems like every yo-yo these days is made in China.
Sure seems that way, Kyle.
Sure seems that way.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, take a spin into the world of Chinese yo-yo. These dazzling tricks and feats of coordination will leave you amazed. And watch out for that drop.
Please give it up for Chinese yo-yo.
Campus Notice.
Numerous Cooper students have brought to our attention that a select group of their peers, dubbed the Stair Bombers, descend the NAB's grand staircase at breakneck speeds. We have reporter Ken Grady live on the scene. Ken, how's it going?
Just fine.
Ken, fill us in.
Well, Pad, the student body wants to know who exactly these stair bombers are, how they managed to descend the stairs in what appears to be a controlled freefall, and most of all, why they do it. We're here at the ground level of the NAB just as class is letting out in hopes of catching one of these alleged stair bombers. We've been given a physical description of who they are, a third-year engineer, medium build, and he wears over-the-ear headphones. In fact, here he comes now. Let's try to catch an interview. Excuse me, sir, excuse me. Well,
Like that one,
there you have it. He's just too fast to catch, folks. Back to you, anchors.
Well, that's just not going to do it for us, Ken. We'll come back to you later.
We tune in now to our junior correspondent, Michael Landino, on a closer look at registration in the Cooper Union.
Thanks, guys. Now let's talk with the Cooper student about their scheduling problems. Yuval, how's your schedule looking for the fall semester?
Oh, I registered for 18 classes, but I don't think it's enough. I'm gonna take 35. I just emailed Fontaine.
Wow, alright, well, I guess we'll see what he says.
Compilers. What? Compilers and VLSI? Same time? You're kidding me, right? Ah!
He actually approved everything. Back to you guys.
In our next segment, we go live to junior correspondent Liard Krasnicki discussing the sensitive issue of failing Chem Lab.
Hey buddy, you got a second? I'm from Campus Notice.
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
How's it going? Taking Chem Lab this semester?
Yeah, it's been real rough. Like, I don't know, it's not working out this semester. It's tough. It's harder than the other ones.
What's so tough about it?
Well, this is my 14th time taking this class. I'm losing my mind. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. They're trying to hold me down. Like, Cooper's just trying to, like, get tuition out of me or something. I can't do this anymore. Like, how? You can add up my grades. I don't get an A. If you add up 10 reports, I don't get an A. What do I do? Wait. Hold. You've taken Chem. You've passed, right?
Yeah.
That means you can help me out. That means you can give me your old Chem labs. You can help me here.
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah. I can pass. I can get out of here.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Thanks for your time.
Please.
Sorry we had to cut that one short. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
Dino, can you fix this?
Yeah. I think I can fix that one.
Dino, can you fix this?
Yeah. I think I can fix that one.
Dino, can you fix this?
Yeah. I think I can fix that one.
Hey Dino, I'm thinking of getting my master's at Cooper.
I don't know about that one.
Our next act features a group of guys who are mostly single and somewhat equipped to mingle.
That's right. Your favorite guys dance team is back and better than ever with this fun performance to a mix of Bollywood and American hip-hop music.
I just bought a new grill. I just bought a new grill. Shining like a new whip. Add Adam got a new drip. I'm a nappy headed black little cool kid. Yeah, I stack that, make that, break that, take that. Got 100 ways I can flip that, get back. All up in the money just to get back. Bitch, back up. No, you probably need a tic tac. It's that. Bitch, you frontin' on me. Why you wanna act like this? Rollie on my wrist, so she wanna have kids. Cuffs on my wrist, so the cops don't trip. I'm too fly to fight. Can't afford my price. This a white tee. Bitch, bite me. I'm on a high. They on the low. You killing my vibe. Get out my zone. Say I'm on a high. They on the low. You killing my vibe. Get out my zone. Get out my zone, bitch.
तू मेरी मेरी मैं तेरा एम्पलीफायर फायर गड्डी मेरी तेनू भी आवाज मारदी ब्लैक लेदर सीटा उत्ते आ बैनी तेनू मैं वो सैर करावांगा वे नी पूरी दुनिया दी कहंदी गर्मी में लगदी हसीने नी भिज गई वे कुर्ती पसीने दी 40 डिग्री सीधी धुप पैंदी ओन कर एसी नी गड्डी साडे नी जट्टिए नी दूर तैनू ले जा मैं अड़िए नी वूफर तू मेरी मेरी मैं तेरा एम्पलीफायर फायर ओ नीवी नीवी आंखों को झुका के रख ले गोरे गोरे गालों को छुपा के रख ले को झुका के रख ले गोरे गोरे गालों को छुपा के रख ले एवें करी ना की ओ एवें करी ना किसे दे नाल प्यार मुंडियां तो बच के रही नी तू हुणे हुणे होई मुंडियार मुंडियां तो बच के रही नी तू हुणे हुणे होई मुंडियार मुंडियां तो बच के रही Just for me Yeah. Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dawg. Playing with my name, that shit is lethal, dawg. It's just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't go playing ball, but I'll show you how to fuck all day. Yeah, a lot of murk caught me in a hallway. Got a sticky and I keep it at my dog's place. Girl, I left you loving magic, not saw shade. Still going bad on you anyway. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now, we'll take a brief look at the weather forecast this upcoming week. You can expect to see high 90s all across the board on the 5th floor, while lower down on the ground floor and the lower levels, you'll want to pack an extra layer. Temperatures can be expected to drop below freezing after sundown all throughout the week. The upper levels of 7, 8, and 9 should remain in the low 50s, with a slight chance of intermittent showers that may cause flash floods.
I'll tell you what, Kyle, when it rains in that building,
It sure does rain.
It rains. With Juul and electronic cigarettes sweeping the nation, Some older art students have remained true to good old-fashioned tobacco for their nicotine kicks. These students are firm in their habits, despite any health benefits that making the switch may provide, citing the fact that juuling, quote, just isn't edgy enough.
Our next act is a three-part, one-man band who you definitely may think you've seen performing on a subway platform during rush hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Huang does it all.
And that is
Just turn it on.
Sorry, that took a bit long. So, I'm going to do a typical performance that I usually do in the subways. But I've changed it up because I've never sang in front of an audience before, and this is my first time singing. And to save time, I have to put a lot of loops in the pedal, and I've already done that beforehand. And I'm just going to do a few at the beginning of the show, and hope you enjoy. This is Death of a Bachelor. you. Thank you, everyone.
And now back to Campus Notice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we at Campus Notice care deeply about your loved ones. It's 9 p.m. Do you know where your children are? In other news, a well-respected professor has gone missing. Have you seen this man?
There it is. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
My name is Robert Dell. Many of you know me from my efforts over the past 40 years as a public official. I'm running in 2020 for President of the United States, looking out for your interests, trying to save the town, keep it green, keep it safe, keep it a place where we want to have our children grow up. You have to think of our country as a giant beached whale. Some of us are out there trying to throw water on it and keep it alive, while others of us, many of them in elected officials, are out there trying to cut the fins off and harvest the teeth. It's an ongoing battle, and I think you know what I'm talking about, but I want to fight it, but I cannot fight it without your aid and your assistance. Please join me. And I support this message 100%. Please vote for me, Robert Dell.
Hello, Cooper students. I have one question for you. Have you considered math minor? It is sad that engineering students think that I is the same as E as the number 3. But if you consider math minor, you pretend that you are good at math by reading the books of Lang, Grove, Spivak, and Marsden. For just 4 payments of all your free times, math minor can be yours.
A little confused. Let's load some strange stuff into sound. Well, Pat, I'm not sure what I just saw there or where I am, but welcome back. Our next performance is called BoJack.
It's Dojack, Kyle.
Ah, sorry.
Forget that Netflix series and check out this awesome a cappella performance.
Please give it up for Dojack. Where's Tamil?
Thank you. Which one is it? This is 5. Okay. Oh, Karen should be 5, 6, 5. We need 2 more mics. We need 2 more mics, guys.
Can we get 2 more mics?
Give this one to Andrew.
That's 2. This is 1.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
1.
I'll take it. Andrew, this is 2.
Hello? Oh, shit.
Which one do you have?
This one is 4. Is there a 3? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Oh.
Oh my.
I'm blinding.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now and then I think of when we were together. Like when you said you felt so happy you could die. Told myself that you were right for me. Felt so lonely in your company. Felt really just but you didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and it feels so right. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over. Something that I thought of. But I don't wanna live that way. Reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go. Well, I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that I used to know. But you didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and it feels so right. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just
somebody that I used to know.
Somebody that I used to know. Somebody that I used to know. Somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
Doesn't matter which one. They need 5 and 6. And 6. Everything else.
And we're back. These where they belong. Turn that off. Turn it
A lot of technical difficulties tonight.
I think you got it, bud.
That's all right. Anyway, our next act combines song and dance in a cover performance of ITZY's hit song Dalla Dalla, literally meaning different different in Korean.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Sarah Huang.
People look at me
next story takes us deep into the heart of the Cooper Union, where junior correspondent Michael Landino is taking a closer look at the plagiarism pandemic. Michael, you have the floor.
Got it, Mike.
A little bit of a delay there.
Thank you, guys. So now we're gonna have a chat with a Cooper student about the effects of plagiarism. Armand, could you please talk with us about your thoughts on the plagiarism epidemic at the Cooper Union?
Sure, what's up?
So we're just worried that plagiarism is hurting the academic integrity of the school. What are your thoughts on this?
I haven't seen any plagiarism around the school. I think it's a very academically honest environment. I think collaboration is encouraged, but plagiarism is discouraged.
Right.
Hey, how you doing?
Just Armand and his friends. That's collaboration if I've ever seen one, folks. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think mostly people have been worried in the math department. You could just copy homework so easily.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Just
I mean,
pass it over.
How can you expect to do well on the test if you don't do the homework?
Right. I mean, like, if you have to turn in by Thursday 9 p.m. outside of the administrator's office, then it's kind of a hard deadline.
That's a rough one,
Right.
but hey, you know, you can't do well if you cheat.
Right. Yep, I agree. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck on VLSI.
Thanks.
We turn back now to Ken as he tries again to catch the stair bomber. Ken, how's it going?
Well, Pat, we thought we'd give it another shot in catching this stair bomber, so we're here on the landing of the second floor, where I have a bit of a running start, in hopes of leveling the playing field between me and him. In fact, here he comes now. Let's see if we can catch him. Excuse me, sir, please, would you have a moment to spare for an interview with us? Well, I really messed up this time. Back to you guys. Don't worry about that, Ken. We've all been there. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
Hi, my name's Harris, and I work at CooperSet. Here at CooperSet, we believe that no student should have to go through such a broken Cooper Union. With your donation of just 15 cents a day, we can save this multi-million-dollar building. We will provide students a fully staffed admissions team, a master's program, and most importantly, dry walls. So please, check out our website and send us a check. You know what? Forget the check. Throw money at the screen. We'll figure it out some way.
Some alumni donors are up in arms as access to the 8th floor terrace in the NAB has been all but cut off. Most students have only experienced the terrace looking on through thick panes of glass, longing for some fresh air vitamin D, and to pay homage to the generous alumni whose names are engraved where nobody will ever see them.
Several adjunct professors have relocated their office hours to our favorite local pub, McSorley's Old Ale House. In other news, early morning classes are being canceled by professors at an increasingly alarming rate. We can only conclude that there is no direct correlation between these two phenomena.
RAs responded to a noise complaint on the 3rd floor of the dormitory last night and were shocked to find that they were responding to the residence of Mr. David Robbins. Upon opening the doors, they discovered Mr. Robbins on all fours, dressed like a cat, meowing like a cat, playing with his cats.
I mean, we've all been there, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you say we do it?
Do what? Play.
Ladies and gentlemen, Min Young Na on the electric piano and more.
In all seriousness, that's all our producers gave us to work with. We know just as much as you do. Please give it up for Crime Wave.
It's out. Oh, this is on. Why is the computer sound off? Wait, hold on. It's on, yeah. So, I know that this is an embarrassment, but I didn't really have enough time to prepare for what I was going for, so I'm going to play a quick classic song and whip it out as fast as possible. So, here we go. That sounds way... Wait, guys. That sounds nothing like classical piano. I think it was working in the green room, and I don't know what's up, actually. Wait. Oh, well, you know, it's a shame. My mom's watching, but I think I have to. I can pull off something like live. If you guys know that. Okay. So, you know, let's just get started with the drums because every song has a drum part, right? Actually unexpected. What else? I can't play anything other than piano. Oh, I actually know a chord progression. Something like this. Okay. You know, might add that weird sound from earlier, you know, this one, right? That doesn't sound that bad, right? So this song is like E minor, C minor, A minor, B. So there's actually a perfect song for this. And I'm gonna play it, I think. inside the summer. Oh, and I must let the summer into I slip the science of blindness. Must like the summer into Do you guys have something else? Okay, well, no, I promise not to meme on stage, but this crowd is too hype, so I don't think I can resist myself. This is gonna be really short. Thank you.
The administration continues to push the envelope in their fundraising efforts, mandating that donation baskets now be passed out during class.
It's worked for the Catholic Church.
It is.
It'll work here.
Yep.
In unrelated news, architects are just about the only people who continue to ask for charcoal in their stockings at Christmas time.
Mike Essel, the dean of the art school, has one of the country's largest Mr. T collections. And that headline has no punchline. Ladies and gentlemen, our next act is titled The Mystery of Magic.
However, we are sorry to inform you that Richard Lee will not be solving that mystery for us tonight.
Please give it up for The Mystery of Magic.
Okay. I thought Minion used all the battery. Okay. Oh, magic. All right. Whenever people ask me if I've premeditated an effect with a spectator, I get a little flattered because they really thought that I would go all that effort to go and prepare someone. But I really don't have any motivation to do that whatsoever. Cooper destroyed all of that. So tonight I'm going to grab 4 people up. I'm going to grab you. All right, Mahmood. All right, Dan. And see. Please give them all a round of applause. It's very nerve-wracking to come up on stage. Oops. This actually isn't my phone. I had to borrow someone else's to make this work. Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't break. All right. Good cards. All right. Have you seen the movie Memento? Do you know what a MacGuffin is? Do you know what a MacGuffin is? Yes. Oh, you do? Oh, good. Hasn't seen Memento, but knows what a MacGuffin is. So we're going to, I want you to just touch a card. Anyone you like? That one? Okay, now, are you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed. All right, hold out your right hand, and I'm going to put this card here. I don't want you to look at that card. Place your other hand on top. That card is going to stay there. It's going to be the MacGuffin for this effect. I'm going to have each of you select a card, but I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different way for each person, right? Because I want to have some variation. All right, so Jesse, I'm going to start with you. I want you to just say stop as I go along. Stop. Do you like that, please? All right. Okay. Then I'm going to ask you to say stop as well. Stop. Emma Moon. No, I'm not going to say stop. I'm actually going to give you the entire deck. I'm going to let you take any card you like, but I want you to maybe pick one that has a little space on it so you can write on it, because I'm going to have you sign it. Find a first, and then take it out, and then sign the face of it. So that when he becomes famous, I have his card. All right, you like that one? Oh, he's already started signing it. Okay. One more thing I want you to do. I want you to actually put the date and time. Right now, it's April 13th, 8:10. All right. One sec. All right, that was a really long name. Okay. Currently, there are only 3 people that know the identity of these cards. So I'm going to let you show the camera. I know there are 3 big screens behind, and I did have an assistant. I don't. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
I'm not Leo. I don't trust this guy either.
All right, everybody show the cards to the camera so everybody knows what it is, because if the 3 of you forget it, it's a really obscure trick. Everybody good? All right. Can you release me? All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can go away. All right. Okay. Speak. I'm gonna take your card. Nice and in. Your card, and I'm going to place it in this. Is the camera getting too much? Close. You should see the trapdoor in the deck. All right, and then finally you move it. So. I feel like if I don't do a shuffle, no one will let me go. All right. Warming up. So the first card I'm going to find, I think I have yours down. Not too sure though. Nice, nice, good. I'm going to place that card right in here. Just open up a little. Yep. Slip it in. Yep. It's all good. It's all good. Everybody's sweaty up here. Whew. This gets tougher every time. Who's next? Let's try Dan. I'm going to take the deck, give it a cut, twist it to 33rd card, and then there we go. There's the Joker. Place that in here. That's fine. Just grab it. Yeah. That leaves one more. And if any of you take probability or understand any of that, this is the hardest one because there's only one card. But luckily, the shouldn't be too difficult. All right, I'm going to try find your card in an instant. Ready? Yeah. Oh. That's not signed. Let's try again. And yeah. No, that's not signed. No, that's not signed. What was your card? People, I've gathered you here today to witness a miracle, and that's what I'm going to perform. I asked if he knew what a MacGuffin is, and a MacGuffin is a plot device that ties in always at the end of the movie. Will you please gently just lift your hand? I found Dan's card, the Joker. I found Jesse's card, the 4. But there's one card that's been sitting in his hand the entire time since before he signed it. And indeed, that is the Jack of Diamonds. Thank you. Oh, you can keep that. Yeah, that's good. All right, that's it. Thank you.
And now back to Campus Notice.
The Cooper Union Computer Center has come under fire from the Department of Labor after a number of complaints were filed citing poor working conditions. Senior correspondent Pat McAfee is on the scene.
Long hours, bad pay, and menial tasks. These are just some of the age-old grievances held by cuck employees, some of whom even refer to working under these conditions as getting cucked. A recent regime change in the computer center leadership was supposed to mend some of these issues. Speaking now, a few months after the so-called coup de cuck, nothing has changed. We at Campus Notice are taking this issue into our own hands by interviewing some of the oppressed employees. What's it like working around here?
It kind of sucks. Hours are long, pay is low. What can you do?
Right. Well, what sort of work do you mostly spend time doing?
Well, I'm qualified to be a full-stack software developer, but kind of just spend my time turning off and on computers.
What work did you do today?
What work did I do today? Well, I just spent the past 4 hours helping an HSS professor figure out how to attach a file to an email. And then I've got something scheduled at 5. I got to turn on a projector.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I imagine it must be pretty tough. Pretty tough. If you don't mind me asking, are you married? You got kids? Wow. I can't imagine what sort of stress you're in. Well, there you have it, folks. It's pretty tough to raise a printer family when you're getting paid at the computer center. Back to you. We turn back now to Ken, who, after a couple of failed attempts, is putting it all on the line one last time in hopes of catching the elusive stair bomber. Ken, what's going on?
Well, we weren't able to catch him the first or second time for an interview, so we thought we'd do something a little different. I've acquired this rope here, which, if I set it up correctly, ought to stop the stair bomber once and for all. Let's give it a shot.
Kurtman's been sighted.
Ken, we're gonna have to cut you off. What's that? An apparent Kurtman sighting?
Let's switch the feed.
Switch to me, switch to me, switch to me. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Come on, come on. Stu! Stu? Stu! Where'd he go? False alarm, guys. Back over to you.
We will never get that guy, will we? No. Our next act features a song called For Forever from the hit Broadway musical Dear Evan Hansen, performed by Elvin Hu.
You know, Pat, I don't think it's a coincidence that Elvin Hu and Evan Hansen sound so alike. At any rate, please give it up for our dear Elvin Hu.
End of May or early June, this picture-perfect afternoon we share. Drive the winding country road, grab a scoop at Alamo, and then we're there. An open field that's framed with trees, we pick a spot and shoot the breeze like buddies do. Quoting songs by our favorite bands, telling jokes no one understands except us two. And we talk and take in the view. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day. We walk a while and talk about the things we'll do when we get out of school. Bike the Appalachian Trail, or write a book, or learn to sail. Wouldn't that be cool? There's nothing that we can't discuss, like girls we wish would notice us, but never do. He looks around and says to me, there's nowhere else I'd rather be, and I say, me too. And we talk and take in the view. We just talk and take in the view. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way, this way. All we see is light for forever, 'cause the sun shines bright for forever. Life gon' be alright for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day, and there he goes racing towards the tallest tree. From far across the yellow field I hear him calling, follow me. There we go, wondering how the world might look from up so high. One foot after the other, one branch then to another. I climb higher and higher, I climb till the entire sun shines on my face. And I suddenly feel the branch peel away. I'm on the ground. My arm goes numb. I look around, and then I see him come to get me. He's come to get me. And everything's okay. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Buddy, you and I for forever this way, this way. All we see is light, 'cause the summer's bright. We could be alright for forever this way. Two friends, true friends on a perfect day.
Cooper's one and only dance team brings a fusion of styles in this self-choreographed set.
It may get a little hot in here, so in addition to a life jacket, we've also included a fire extinguisher under your seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Cooper Nova.
Listen, man, I heard you done got you a dime piece, man.
Hell no, man.
One of them Beyonce making good types, man.
Nah.
Is that true, man? I just want to know.
Probably not.
I mean, shit, to be honest with you, man, she's a
bad thing. Fine as hell. Thick as fuck. Oh my God. That's my baby. Caroline, you divine. Mighty fine. Started really blow the pipe. That's true. Like a pro.
You thought.
Holy shit, I'm really lit. It's looking like it's about time. Caroline, listen up. Don't wanna hear about your horoscope or what the future holds. Shut up and let's get gory, like a Tarantino movie. Don't wanna talk it out, can we talk it out? Cause we gon' be up all night, the decaf. You see I'm a tall thug, guess I'm a G-Rap. If you want safe sex, baby, use the knee pad. Freaky with the sticky icky, baby, give me kitty. Killer, running. Keep your feet running. I keep when I eat these beats. Better boy, get scarf. Don't run up in my lane. I don't want you in my lane. You a lame, get swart.
들려오는 별빛 반짝이는데 넌 어디를 보고 있는지 금방이라도 사라질 것 같은데 들려오는 별빛 반짝이는데 넌 어디를 보고 있는지 금방이라도 사라질 것 같은데 기다렸던 시간이 지나고 이제 보내줄게 아냐 아직은 너를 내 방에 몰래 간직하고 싶어.
Yeah, my telephone on that airplane mode. Yeah, I'm already lost up in my zone. Still trying to find my way back home. Ring, ring, ring. Pick up the phone. Yeah, look, 전화기는 치워. 오해는 지쳐. 구름 위에 별들을 보여주고 싶어. 받아올려 인스타 댓글은 미션. 나랑 같이 가고 싶어 미쳐. 후레양 가르게 fly like this. Looking for the road in the cloud like this. 나와 높이 날아가는 코파일럿.
Yo, you know every time you come home, you got the merch something.
Stop! It's the motherfucking remix!
Yeah, Harlem and TS. Who in the world want a problem with that? Come on, real. I heard Harlem is back. You know we had to do. Who in the world want a problem with that? Yeah, Harlem and TS. Who in the world want a problem with that? Come on, real. I heard Harlem is back. You know we had to do. Who in the world want a problem with that?
I said my don't dance, we just pull up a PN10. Do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. I said my don't dance, we just pull up a PN10. Do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back.
Yo,
lean back. Come on.
I just ran 100-yard dash. You spent too much cash. Screw your bags. I knew that you wouldn't last. I'm in physics class. I knew that you wouldn't ask. She got too much. What I'm finna do with all that? Talked to Elon last week. Told him I whip too fast. 120 on the dash. I hope that I never crash. Misfits on the map. Drop hits, that's that. Tail hit me with the pass. Swish, niggas wish I never rapped. Play this shit in the club for me, for me, for me. If you in there, I'll be the one you never see. I'm close, 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 close,
Back on my back to the wall, turn my back on you all and you finish. Back to these bullets, it's back to the job, put my Mac out and all of you running. Back on my it's back to the pushing, these taxing, I'm actually pumping. Can't fuck with you rappers, you practically sucking. You might have went platinum, but that don't mean nothing. I'm actually buzzing this time. Straight out the kitchen, I told them the oven is mine. I do not fuck with you guys. If I don't kill you, just know you gon' suffer this time. I ain't no gangster, but I got some bangers, some chains and some blazing, a couple of nines. Choppers and jimmies, a partridge, a petri. My 20s and Christmas was nothing but lies. Y'all gotta move, y'all gotta move, y'all gotta move. Give me some room, give me some room. Give me the juice. How about the coupe? How about the coupe? How about the shoot? Y'all gotta move, y'all gotta move. Give me the juice.
What's that? Switch.
Give it up one more time for Cooper Nova.
These guys, huh? Yeah. Well, we've reached well over the halfway point in our show, so we're going to take a short break and be right back in exactly 10 minutes.
No more, no less.
Thank you. Finally get.
Test, test, test. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd appreciate it if you could start making it back to your seats.
In an orderly fashion.
In some form of orderliness.
Just about as orderly as this music is.
Wait, they're on for 10 minutes. They're going to be on for 10 minutes, so I don't know how much I hope Cooper goes.
We're not behind. That show ends quick.
Welcome back to the show.
How's it going? Hi.
All right, next act. The Cooper Union Consort, also known as Poco a Poco, will now perform Wolfie Mozart's The Magic Flute Overture. We ask you to please make sure your mobile rotary telephones are silenced at this time.
We hope you enjoy.
Yours does?
It might.
That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, it sure would.
And we're on.
In a swift turn of events, the bill to add a fire pole running the entire length of the NAB's atrium was voted down, as there are already enough slippery and dangerous surfaces to slide down here at the Cooper Union.
Our next act is another a cappella group by the name of Cooper Tones. Interestingly, this group will also not feature any instrumental music. You know, Kyle, I'm not really sure what it is with these a cappella groups and their aversion to musical instruments.
I think that condition is called instrumentaphobia. Anyway, give it up for Cooper Tones.
They didn't like that one, Kyle.
They loved it.
Here's $5. Oh, wait, thanks.
How many mics do you want?
I'm gonna put this down a little. Thank you. You guys a little bit closer to the mic, okay?
Yeah, just take it. Fine. And then for the second song.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Crazy thing called love. Called love.
This thing called love, it rides like a baby in a cradle all night. It swings, it jives, shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love.
There goes my baby.
She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. Crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever. She leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. Da da dum. Da da dum. Da 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 dum.
I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my track, take a backseat, hitchhike, and take a long ride on my motorbike till I'm ready.
Ready, Freddy.
Crazy little thing called love.
This thing
This thing
called love.
called love.
It rides
Like a baby
in a cradle all night. It swings, it chimes, shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love.
I'm here, you're there.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would wait forever, salted in the sea. But as long as I am with you, my heart continues to beat. I'll never send you fate. You'll come to love me. I'm so casually. But if the next day I give you a nod, such a no place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. Set out on a mission. I'd rather be. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Know with all of your heart you can shake. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be.
Hell yeah. Those 5 and 6? Yeah.
Campus Notice.
Place I'd rather be.
That was funny. We turn now to senior correspondent Gabby Godlewski for an expose on the Civil Engineering Department and alleged mob affiliations. Gabby, what do you have for us?
Bribes, blood, and precast concrete. Police have recovered 2 bodies with cement shoes from the bottom of the East River last Wednesday. Forensics have traced the cement back to a master's thesis done in the 80s under the name Vito Guido, which is shockingly not an alias. Vito Guido, whose crimes were going to be documented in the now canceled reality show Made in Staten Island, has a long history of mob activity. But by day, he is the mild-mannered, vaguely awake chair of the Civil Engineering Department at the Cooper Union, where he's training students to follow in his concrete crimes.
We at Campus Notice decided to take a closer look at the situation.
Digging up the dirt on this soiled story, we scoured the Cooper Union website for potential informants. We managed to find someone on the inside who agreed to speak with us, so long as they remain anonymous. We agreed to meet somewhere no Civi professor would ever go, the Foundation Building.
One of the bodies recovered was actually that of Professor Francis Frankie Meatballs Middleoni, who taught at Cooper back when I went to Cooper. A while back. The big boss ordered his thesis student to do it in exchange for an A. But he's not the only city with his hands dirty. Let's just say that the cat's got my tongue.
After speaking with the informant, who insisted that we tell you he is not Neil Simon Kwong, we happened to catch wave of a capo working under Don Guido. Joseph Cataldo, also known as Joey Katz, has been in the game longer than anyone else. His hours of operation from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. have made him impossible to catch. As of right now, the criminals are still at large and the police are hot on the trail. Meanwhile, the Civi department will have to learn how to build a bridge and get over it. Back to you.
Thank you, Gabby.
Watch out, world. The best and baddest women of the Cooper Union dance to this explosive number, featuring contemporary Bollywood and ethnic Bhangra styles.
And now, if you haven't used your fire extinguisher, this would be a good time to pull those out.
ਹਾਈ ਰੇਟਡ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਪਾਗਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਗਿਣ ਗਿਣ ਲੱਕ ਦੇ ਹੁਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਹਾਏ ਨਖਰਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਨੀ ਹਾਈ ਰੇਟਡ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਪਾਗਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਗਿਣ ਗਿਣ ਲੱਕ ਦੇ ਹੁਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਹਾਏ ਨਖਰਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਨੀ ਹਾਈ ਰੇਟਡ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਪਾਗਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਗਿਣ ਗਿਣ ਲੱਕ ਦੇ ਹੁਲਾਰੇ
ਪਸੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੂੰ ਵੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਮੂੰਹ ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸ
समझी देसी फैशन में लैती होली में घोली मीठी इलायची हिले ऊंची फॉरेन रिटर्न नखरा बातें बड़ी है हाय फाय बिगला पिया पे एटीट्यूड वखरा झूमे ऐसे ना रोकी जाए ओ जदों नचे बेबी सज धज लगदी है खाए जदों नचे बेबी सज धज लगदी है खाए जदों नचे बेबी सज धज लगदी है खाए जदों नचे बेबी सज धज लगदी है खाए
It's a long night. All right, more news.
You guys are all troopers. Thanks for hanging in there.
Yeah. Police are still searching for 2 Cooper students who were detained last night for drunken disorderly conduct, but managed to evade arrest. The 2 were described as resembling retro 70s news anchors, wearing plaid and tweed blazers, respectively.
Thank God we got away.
Yeah. If you have any information on these perpetrators or their whereabouts, we trust you all to keep your mouths shut. That was a tight squeeze.
That was a tight squeeze, yep. As the NAB continues to fall apart, the administration is considering the option of selling. Among the potential buyers is Amazon, with a spokesperson claiming that without all the tables and chairs, it actually makes a pretty good industrial warehouse.
No, I think it would. You got the freight elevator.
Freight elevator, yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah. The elevator works.
When it's working. That one was funny.
Yeah, it was.
They'll laugh
Anyway.
at anything. Let's see. Members of the Cooper community have expressed their concerns over the recent resignations within the admissions office. The biggest worry amongst students is that of who will now fill the role of posting pictures of dogs sporting Cooper attire on Instagram.
Sad one. Yeah.
They will be missed. They will be missed.
Anyway.
Some of our producers with the South Asian Society would like us to inform you all that they are short-handed. They are in need of, quote, aunties to help serve masala chai. If you think you fit that description, please see a known associate after the show.
Do you think I fit that description?
I don't think you do,
No?
bud.
All right. Well. Anyway, Hasbro has announced that they will be releasing a new edition of their hit board game Clue, after complaints that the original is now outdated. This edition will feature characters reflecting more contemporary occupations. Among these new characters is the architect, leading to the endgame verdict that it was the architect in the studio with the T-square. Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good. Are you about ready?
How you boys doing?
Boys and girls.
Doing all right.
You guys feeling ready?
We were going to go up there and perform with them, but we decided not to.
I think we're just going to send them in.
Yeah, just going to.
Alrighty. Our next performers go by the title A Jazz Band. And so we thought we'd give you a jazz band intro. Hit it, Kyle.
5, 6, 7, 8.
And that was a jazz band intro.
Yep.
Easily the best joke of the night. I mean,
it's all you boys.
Really funny. And now they're going to play.
Is this on? Okay.
Oh shit. It's gotta tighten there.
So the first song we'll be performing is Redbone. Some of you guys might know it. So. Okay, cool.
We've also got, not so loud. We've also got Andrew with us. Give it up.
When you're sleeping
yesterday. Just a photograph of yesterday. And all its edges folded, at the corners faded sepia brown. And while it's all I have of our past love, a postscript to its ending. Brighter days, I can see such brighter days, when every song that sang is sung again. And now I know this time it's for good, and we're lovers once again, and you're near me. I can remember the rain in December, the leaves are brown on the ground. In Spain I did love and adore you. The bright lights and songs were our joy each day, and tomorrow will bring you near me. I can't recall my desire, the river is on fire, and I get a picture of all of yesterday. Yesterday I can say, I get a kick every time I see you gaze at me. I can remember the rain in December, the leaves are brown on the ground. Our love was a Spanish fiesta. The bright lights and songs were our joy each day, and the nights were the heat of yearning. I can't recall my desire, the river is on fire, and I get a picture of all of yesterday. Yesterday I can say, I get a kick every time I see you gaze at me. Yeah. I see moments of history, your eyes meet mine, and they dance to the melody, and we live again as if dreaming. The sound of our heartbeat like castanets, and forever we'll know their meaning. I can't recall my desire, the river is on fire, and I get a picture of all of yesterday. Yesterday I can say, every time I see you gaze at me, I see moments of history, your eyes meet mine, and they dance to the melody, and we live again as if dreaming. The sound of our heartbeat like castanets, and forever we'll know their meaning. I can't recall my desire, the river is on fire, and I get a picture of all of yesterday. Yesterday I can say, every time I see you gaze at me. Ba-da-ba-da-bo, ska-ba-da-bo-bo, ba-da-ba-ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ska-da-da-do-da-do-ba-do, ba-da-bo, ba-da-do, ba-da-da-bo, ska-da-do-da-da-do-oh, ba-do-ba-bo-bo, ma-da-do-oh. desire. The revelry's on fire, and I get a picture of all the yesterday. I can say, every time I see that pain, oh, that pain, oh.
Thank you.
Campus Notice with Pratik and Kushal, live from the Cooper Union, Bangalore.
La 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 मेरी उम्र के नौजवानों
Start. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Campus Notice with your host, Pratik.
And Kushal, live from Cooper Union in Bangalore.
Due to a gross lack of funding, Campus Notice has now been outsourced to India.
We would like to thank President Lata Sparks and Dean Bharat Shub for giving us this opportunity. So, Pratik, what is the weather like today? Hot and sweaty?
No, today's good. It's only sweaty and hot.
Okay. People are waiting. It's so hot. Let's take this out.
Very hot.
What are they waiting for?
I think they're waiting for the next act, Kushal.
Next act. Oh, Gayatri. Gayatri and her 5 pappus.
Kushal, you are a pappu. It is not Gayatri and the 5 pappus. It is take 5.
Take 5 what?
Take 5-minute chai break.
Okay. Chalo. 5-minute chai break. Oh, sorry. Okay. You guys ready? We're ready. All right, get out.
Put your jacket on. Left it in the mud.
Sorry about that. Josie and the BSEs show us their take on the iconic jazz standard Take 5, composed by Paul Desmond and originally recorded by the Dave Brubeck Quartet.
Take it away, guys.
like we've been beckoned to broadcast, so here we are. And as MCs, it is our job to stall between performances, and usually the material that we, provide you all with is funny.
Yes.
Keep everybody cheery.
Cheery indeed. Yep.
Keep going tonight.
Well, looks pretty good.
And I think that'll do it.
All right.
And now, the intro to end all intros.
For the act to end all acts.
For the dance to end all dances.
For the home stretch.
For the cherry on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, please get on your feet for the group dance.
That's right.
What's your line there, guy? Yeah, let's go.
This one's for you.
ऐसी क्या चली हवा कि ले गई मेरी सांसों को मुझसे दूर तेरे पास और मुझे हुआ ऐसा तू मेरी भी मैं तेरा होने लगा मैं तेरा तू मेरी भी होने लगी
दिल धड़काए और सीटी बजाए दिल धड़काए सीटी बजाए बीच सड़क पे नखरे दिखाए सारे हो करके इशारे हो लड़की ओ लड़की आंख मारे ओ लड़की आंख मारे ओ लड़की आंख मारे
रिहाना के तो जैसा तू फिगर रखती ये फुलन के जैसा तू जिगर रखती फुला के जग सारा है निगाहें तकती ते बीबा नचदी नचदी रोके ना रुकदी जे बीबा नचदी कुड़ी तू कली मैं मुंडा कवारा जे दुनिया वेखनी तेनू वखादा हाँ कर दे मैं नहीं हूँ पूछना दोबारा I'm international man like LeBara किथों आई तू लगदी नी कमाल You got every man in here eating at your palm मेरे वाल वेखी जावे ओ कर दी है पछाण खाना गोलियां मारे ते कट दी है जवान पैग ला के मैनू लगे तू प्यारी पिछले अड्डे अज त्यारी बन गया मैं दिल दा खिलाड़ी We can get it on tonight I just wanna notch ओ करा तेनू touch पाण मेरी रानी पूछा not too much Tell me if you wanna मैं गड्डी पे चलावां सोचा केड़ा रूट हो ते तेनू लेके जावां तुझे मैं डांस कराऊं सैर कराऊं पूरी दुनिया दी सैर कराऊं तेनू डांस कराऊं तुझे मैं डांस कराऊं सैर कराऊं पूरी दुनिया दी सैर कराऊं तेनू डांस कराऊं keep on moving non-stop stop 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 keep on moving non-stop stop 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 stop
ओरे छोरे घुमा दी कैसी चाबी किस्मत के है ताले खुले
ओरे छोरी पूरे सारे मेरे इरादे हुए मैं उलट गया पलट गई दिल ये दोबारा गया छोरी छोरी छिछोरी ओ छेड़े हमें चिंगम चबा के मैं भी छोरा छिछोरा चिपक जाऊं चुंबक लगा के
Let's hear it one more time for group dance.
Thank you all for coming out tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in tonight to our live broadcast of Campus Notice.
Our esteemed producers will conclude the show and guide you to the food.
Hell of a job.